Hey everybody, I am back with another question for all of you eBayers out there, buyers and sellers. This one, both of you could probably answer. And I'm really kind of curious about this one. Actually, probably applies to anybody who does laundry or has done laundry in the past, especially of new clothes. Uh, and stick around to the end and hear the wonderful response from eBay uh, about what their answer was. And I'm just curious about this one, but let's get right into it. So I sold this pair of jeans right here that was, Wrangler, brand new, um, black jeans, with the tags, uh, deep dyed. I don't know what that exactly means, but apparently it's some sort of um, special, dye or color or something. And that tag, even though we couldn't really read it, said something to the effect of, the dye in these jeans, they do run and wash separately, stuff like that. But anyway, they got out to this gentleman in Utah, and he got him, and it had to have been the same day. A couple hours after I'd checked and seen that they were delivered, I got this nasty message from this guy, and he'd sent me a message, and here is what this message was. It says, "These Wrangler pants were junk, and you knew it, and you knew they were. I want a $25 refund." And so, mind you, he only paid $13.89 for the jeans and like nine something for shipping. So he only paid $24.14 or something along those lines to begin with. So he said that I knew these jeans were junk, and that he wants more money back than what he paid for it. And I don't generally accept returns. I'm a small eBay seller, and so I don't do returns unless it's forced by eBay. But I just said to him, open a return and I will refund you the money. I'm not sure why you think they are junk. They still had the tags on them, but if you're not happy, I will refund the sale. And that was 5:36 to 5:41, so that was less than 10 minutes later. On December 10th. So I had a feeling about this guy. And so I ended up calling eBay thinking he was going to try to open a return. Oh wait, after I got this next message, the next day it says, "When I put the jeans in the washer, the water turned black. What a mess. They stained everything. I've bought Wranglers for over 50 years, and this was the first time I've ever seen jeans from Wrangler make this mess." So that was it. 3:05 a.m. and I was just starting to get off work. So about 3:21, about 15 minutes later, I replied back, "I'm sorry that happened, but I didn't make the jeans. I do know that when you wash dark clothes for the first time, especially black clothes, that sometimes they bleed on the first wash or two, regardless of the brand, and you need to wash them separate the first time to remove any loose dye that didn't come out before they left the factory. Again, I apologize for what happened, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do because this was not a fault of mine." So I think I was pretty professional, pretty, straightforward, but, because so I guess that's the question. Am I right or am I wrong? Should I have refunded him his money because brand new black jeans faded, or bled a little bit on the first wash? and he didn't know that, even though he's been buying them for 50 years. I'm guessing maybe he just never washed them in 50 years, or somebody else was washed them for him, or I mean, I don't know what. But I mean, I would have to put him in, at least 65, and so I'm not, I'm not too upset with him, but uh, until I went and got on there today and saw this. He had left me a negative feedback because I mean, I was just going to let it go. I called eBay and talked to them, and they said, wait till he opens the return and then you can dispute it then, if he actually tries to open a return. So I was just waiting and not really worrying about it. And then I saw this. So his feedback says, when I washed the jeans and the water turned to black, just gross, and what a mess. I do not want to talk to the sender. I have bought Wrangler jeans for over 50 years. Again, over 50 years. I mean, that's longer than I've been alive. I'm only 48, so he's been buying these jeans longer than I've been alive. But let's go on. And this is the first time anything like this has happened. I do not want the sender to send me any emails or anything. I received a bunch of emails this week, and who knows where they were coming from. And just so that for the record, I didn't send him any emails or any text or anything. That was my first communication, what I just read to you. It says, I give it a 1 star because I cannot give it 0 stars. And so that was that. So then tonight, when I was at work, I started thinking about it and getting a little irritated. And I'm about to call eBay and see if I can get this removed, because when I went to request this through the automated system for this to be removed, I got back the next day that said, we cannot remove this because it falls under items not as described. So to me, that's telling me now that everybody who sells any brand new clothes with tags that has any color or any dye in them, that they have to disclose in the description that this red shirt might bleed or these black pants might bleed on your first wash. Wash separately. That's what I'm getting from that, is that since I didn't tell him that they need to wash them for the first time separately, then they're not as described. But anyway, so I replied this tonight, and I want everybody that watches this to leave a comment. Let me know if you've had any similar experiences. If you agree with me, if you agree with him. I mean, is it common knowledge that when you wash clothes for the first time that are brand new, dark clothes, that they sometimes can bleed and you don't want to wash them with other clothes? I'm really curious about this one, to see what everybody out there says. So my response was, these jeans were new with tags. This buyer expects eBay sellers to sell brand new clothes to include washing instructions in the listing. I am 48 years old, and so he has been buying Wrangler jeans longer than I've been alive. But even I know that when you wash brand new dark clothes for the first time, especially jeans, that they may bleed and need to be washed separately. He also accused me of knowing these jeans were trash and demanding a refund of more money than he actually paid. So I know I got a little snarky there, but I was a little irritated, and that probably wasn't the best look on me as a seller, but it is what it is. Hopefully, I'm about to call eBay and talk to a live person and see if a live person has more common sense than the bots that do these reviews the first time. So if I get anything interesting, I will leave a comment.